Hi, I'm Ron O'Leary. I'm the Director of the Department of Building and Housing, and our department's responsible for inspecting all of the buildings in Cleveland. And we do that in a couple of different ways. One of them is for when people obtain permits to either build new structures or to renovate existing structures. And we also inspect for maintenance issues, so that when a property is, for example, vacant or has other problems with it, like a roof problem or a foundation problem, our inspectors go and inspect those properties. What we're adding this year for services is a rental inspection program, and we're increasing the number of inspectors that we have to inspect on permits. For rental inspection, what we want to do is make sure that the rental units where people are living are maintained so that they're safe. And that this is particularly for where children are at the property, but we want to make sure that that all of the rental units in Cleveland are safe. And so this year we're adding staff. It's going to be 12 inspectors and some support staff who will go out and inspect the rental units in the city. This is a startup year for us, so we're looking at probably inspecting about 2,500 units this year. And what we're going to be looking for are safety issues that would be a concern for anyone living there. So we want to make sure that there are operational smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors. We want to make sure that the electric system is safe. We want to make sure that the plumbing is safe, and that the heating and air conditioning systems are safe. And then also an issue that we're going to be looking for are issues regarding lead paint, because lead paint and lead poisoning is a significant safety concern for people in the city, particularly because most of the housing that is in Cleveland was built before 1978. And that was the year that it was no longer legal to use lead-based paint in residential units. So this is something that we're adding to our inspection program. We typically get around 11,000 to 12,000 complaints per year, and those are complaints from the public, and we respond to those complaints. This is adding a proactive inspection program where we're going to be inspecting all of the rental properties on a periodic basis to make sure that they're safe. That way, when the landlords are renting units and when tenants are looking to rent, they can check our records and see what our inspection history is. And for landlords that are doing what they are supposed to be doing with maintaining the property, they can say to prospective tenants, the city's inspected this property and it's well maintained. And then tenants can look and see, to make sure that again, the properties are being well maintained. So that's a new program that we're instituting this year, and we're really looking forward to rolling that out this summer. The second major service enhancement that we're adding this year is really just bolstering existing service that we provide for construction work. Anytime that someone is either building a new structure or is renovating a structure, the property owner has to obtain a permit to do the work. And so the property owner applies to us and we issue the permit. Then we have inspectors who go to the site and make sure that the construction is being done according to what we approved on the permit. And there's a lot of construction taking place in the city. Last year there were over 16,000 permits that we issued, and there was a construction value of almost $1.5 billion. So we're glad to see that amount of construction taking place in the city, and we want to be able to have our inspectors come to those job sites and inspect to make sure the work's done right, but we want to make sure that the contractors, that we're not slowing down their construction work. So by adding the additional staff for the permit inspection, which again is about another 12 inspectors, we should be able to cut our response time in half from what it has been to this point. So that, again, we inspect to make sure that the work is being done safely and according to what we approved, but we're not slowing down any of the construction work in the city. So those are two major areas of enhanced services that we're going to be able to provide in 2017.